Did you know that many dogs try to communicate that something is wrong long before showing obvious symptoms? Most people wait for clear signs like limping, vomiting, or loss of appetite. But there's a much more subtle behavior that often goes unnoticed and, in some cases, can be the first warning of stress, pain, or illness. Today you'll discover a little-known sign that many owners misinterpret, when you should worry, and what to do to help your dog in time. Stay until the end because we'll also see several real-life examples that could help you identify this behavior in your own pet. What is this sign? We're talking about what's called behavioral displacement. It's a seemingly strange behavior that appears when a dog feels confused, uncomfortable, stressed, or even in pain. For example, imagine you call your dog and, instead of coming, it suddenly starts scratching. Or perhaps you're teaching it something new and, for no apparent reason, it starts licking its paws. Maybe another dog approaches during a walk and yours starts sniffing the ground excessively. Many owners believe these are random actions, but they can actually be a way of managing a situation that makes them uncomfortable. It's as if the dog is saying, "Right now I don't know how to react." Let's talk about the most common behaviors. Here are some of the most common behavioral displacements. Sudden scratching. It appears at specific moments of tension and disappears afterward. Licking its muzzle without having eaten. This can indicate emotional discomfort or uncertainty. Repeated yawning. This doesn't always mean sleepiness. Often it's a strategy to reduce stress. Intensely sniffing the ground, especially when there's something the dog wants to avoid. Shaking itself as if it were wet, even if it's completely dry. This behavior often appears after a stressful situation. Licking its paws or body. If it happens occasionally, it can be normal, but if it becomes repetitive, it deserves attention. When it might indicate a health problem. This is where many owners make a mistake. They think it's all a behavioral problem when, in reality, some dogs use these gestures because they're in pain. A dog with joint pain might start constantly licking a specific area. One with digestive problems might yawn or lick its lips more than usual. Even certain illnesses can initially manifest through subtle changes in behavior. That's why it's important to observe the context. Ask yourself, did this behavior appear suddenly? Is it becoming more frequent? Is it accompanied by other changes? Does my dog seem less active or less sociable? If the answer is yes, a veterinary checkup might be the best course of action. A very common real-life example. Many dogs visit the clinic because they suddenly scratch a lot when I talk to them. The owners think they have allergies. However, after ruling out skin problems, we discover that the behavior only occurs when they receive a command they don't understand or when they perceive a certain amount of pressure. It wasn't a dermatological problem. It was an emotional response. That's why learning to read these signals can greatly improve communication with your pet. Conclusion. Dogs communicate constantly, but they rarely use sounds to do so. Often, their messages appear in small gestures that seem insignificant. A yawn, a lick of the muzzle, or a sudden urge to scratch can be saying much more than we imagine. Observing these details can help you detect stress, discomfort, or even health problems before they become something more serious. And now tell us in the comments, have you seen your dog do any of these things? Your experience could help other dog lovers better understand their pets. Don't forget to subscribe to discover more fun facts, veterinary tips, and little-known secrets of canine behavior. See you in the next video.